guys, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I've got a gift request from none other than MontaukEd. So Ed, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for this. Ed's down in North Carolina, which is a very verdant green state. So I've got a green verdant camouflage hat on. I normally wear the Montauk hat, but every so often I do it a little differently. And Ed wanted me to do Whey Jennings' song, One Folded. I don't know this song. I'm even trying to imagine what that title would be about. One Folded. Like somebody gave up, like they folded, like, I don't know, no mas type of deal. I'm not sure. All right, we're going to find out about it though. So Ed, thank you for the gift, my friend, as always, and for who you are. Oh, it's official music video. We should be good here. And Whey Jennings is the grandson of Waylon, in case you're wondering. And, of course, Jessie Coulter, who herself was a quite legitimate country artist. Oh boy.
Man, I thought we were through with this. Then I watched the evening news. There were folks that still wouldn't stand for the old red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
At first it made me fight and mad how they think that that's okay.
Yeah.
Then I thought they just don't understand, and given a chance I'd say, have you ever been there when taps was played or for a 21 gun salute? Had to hear the words you never want to hear? Have you ever had to face that truth?
Damn.
When a son or daughter didn't come back home to a family so devoted, then you might not disrespect our flag. If you'd ever been handed one folded.
Oh. Now we know.
Have you seen a heartbroken mother or a father fall to his knees? Been there when a family got the news that your freedom wasn't free?
Yeah.
Have you seen a flag draped coffin? If you did, how'd it make you feel to know a soldier died to give you the right to stand or kneel? Most of us are immigrants, proud to call America home.
Yep.
And I'll stand for the red, white, and blue, even if I gotta stand alone.
Right on.
'Cause I've been there when taps was played for a 21 gun salute. I had to hear the words I didn't want to hear. Yeah, I had to face that truth. When a son and daughter didn't come back home to a family so devoted, you never disrespect our flag.
Right on.
If you'd ever been handed one folded, you never disrespect our flag. If you'd ever been handed one folded.
This is his best song. Absolutely.
One folded.
It's definitely his best song, not just because of the content either. There's so much that could be said. Of course, Ed, I don't even know how you find all the songs you do and hear all the songs and have this breadth and just so many different styles of country. And I'm just amazed at your scope of the catalogs of the so many artists. But as far as the content of the song went, it you know the politicians, media, it's this game that's played. Politicians do it, of course. It's just what they do, no matter what office sort of they're running for. But the masses are easily fooled, and the deflection that has taken place. There are issues within a house. There are issues within a home. There are issues within a country, and you work to address those. But to trash the entire enterprise, the entire country, is just wrong-headed. And there's a deflection that's gone on here that says, okay, for example, if you stand for the flag, that means you agree with everything that takes place in America. And it's like, no, I don't know a single person who agrees with every single thing that takes place in America. I don't know a single person in Israel who agrees with everything in Israel or in Canada or in Mexico. Nobody agrees with everything that's happening within their town. But to slam one's entire home, if you will, or one's entire country, no, and especially when it's a country like ours, like in the United States anyway, and others are similar, of course. The UK, Canada, other countries are very similar in granting individual freedoms to people. And those aren't the only ones, of course. Those are just the ones off the top of my head. English speaking, of course, because I can relate to those better. But there are lands of milk and honey, and there are lands of suffering, and we've got the land of milk and honey in so many ways in the United States. And there are people who have it better than others, people who have it worse, and most people are sort of like in the middle. We call them middle class, I guess. And there's always hope. There's opportunity here. It doesn't always strike people. There's not an equal distribution of jobs that pay $500,000 and up a year, and whatever. There are a lot of starving country artists out there, so not everybody gets that number one hit. But in America, we just have so many opportunities, and the idea of kneeling because you don't agree with a particular thing that's happening, because it's so many psychological ideas are implanted and controlled by the politicians. They script their messages to get people to be divided. And I go out in public and people just get along like they always have. And I go into a grocery store, black folks, Chinese folks, Latinos, I work with this. I mean, I'm in New Jersey, so we have it all. But we all get along. I mean, to the extent you can't go to dinner with everybody on planet Earth. There are too many people. But as far as go to the grocery store, say hi, get in my car, and go home, that's what everybody does. That's all we want to do. We might even chit-chat, laugh, joke, whatever. By and large, we get along. And yet, people who understand psychology and sociology, and there are people who are hired by various political parties, if you will, to manipulate the messages going out to the people, and they buy into it. And my first measure of anything, whether it's a religious idea, a political idea, a social idea, a recreational idea, whatever it might be, is would I have ever come up with that on my own? If it hadn't been put there, would I have come up with that idea on my own? Let's just use an innocuous example, skydiving. Would I have ever thought of that on my own? And the answer's like, no, probably not. I mean, flying, yes. You watch a bird fly, and I'm like, boy, that'd be pretty cool. But then I see it's available, and then I think, oh, maybe I'll do that. But it isn't until it's implanted on my mind that I'm even thinking about skydiving. And similarly, in the public sphere, in the social sphere that takes place, people get ideas put into their head. It's by nature of media and now social media and wherever. And it's always been this way. It used to be newspapers and the three networks or what have you, and then people talk about it and it gets in our heads. And once it's in our heads like that, and it gets in more people's heads, then all of a sudden we're thinking maybe there's something to this. And lo and behold, we find ourselves kneeling and hating the country we're in and speaking against the country that we're in. And sorry, that doesn't fly with me for a lot of reasons. People can leave if they want. They can be upset with it if they want. But, Whey just covered it in this one. And this was his best song. He sang it. He stayed in the pocket. The way the video was depicted was spot on, but he stayed in the pocket. He usually does in his songs, too. He doesn't oversell anything. He's not trying to be something he's not. But this, I thought, was his best song. I'm not going to rate that one, Ed. It's way too patriotic. And those of you who follow the channel know I don't rate patriotic songs. But, I mean, that song's a 10 in my book. But in keeping consistent with it. I mean, not just the song. But the video, the message, that just hits deep. It's a knife edge to the heart. One folded. You would never kneel. You lost a son, daughter, fighting in war. That's just my take on it, obviously. That's my opinion. So, Ed, thank you for that, my friend. That was just a wonderful, incredible, moving experience, that song, that video. And no surprise that you requested it, because I know you're incredibly patriotic and a thankful man yourself. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. See you on another video. Keep your comments nice, not just to me, but to other folks. Otherwise, I will delete the nasty ones, because I do that, believe it or not. And I don't over-edit things, but most folks are extremely thoughtful, kind, convivial, constrained. They may want to say things, but restraint, and that is the mark of a mature human being, is restraint. Have a great day. I'll see you in another video. Keep rocking the country.
Then I thought they just don't understand, and given a chance I'd say